For more, we're joined by Barbara Slavin, the director of the Atlantic Council's Future of Iran initiative. She's in our Washington bureau this morning. Barbara, good morning.
Good morning.
The president says he did this to prevent war. Rand Paul says he believes we are now going to go to war. Who's right?
Well, I'm afraid Rand Paul may have the better argument here, but what I see are winners and losers. Winners from this are ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Sunni fundamentalists that hate Iran as well as the United States, Russia, China, which will become more powerful in the Middle East. In a strange way, I think Donald Trump is engineering the U.S. withdrawal from the Middle East because, as has been pointed out, it will be untenable for American forces to stay in Iraq, probably Syria. We will see a drastic drawdown in American diplomats. American tourists, business people are going to be forced to think more about their security because of this. It was a stunningly, can I say, stupid and counterproductive move on the part of the United States, and we're going to pay the price for this, and the people of the Middle East will pay the price for this for years to come.
It sounds like we're saying that this is simply not a one and done on our part. I think back to shock and awe, mission accomplished. Not happening here?
Oh, very much not. And you know, the idea that one man somehow will determine Iran's policies. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps is a very large organization. The Quds Force, the elite force, is a very large organization. He has been replaced. There are people with deep ties to a variety of groups in the Middle East. This policy will continue. Killing Soleimani does nothing but feed Donald Trump's ego and distract attention from other issues involving him very temporarily.
Barbara, there's been so much talk over the last day or so about the idea that there has been the ability for the U.S. to do something like this previously, but they have not. There has been restraint. This happens now, but you say this started a few years back now with the president and the Iran nuclear deal, his pulling out.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, none of this was necessary. Donald Trump decided to leave a deal that was working. He decided to declare an economic war on Iran to try to prevent the country from exporting any oil. Iran stayed patient for a year, and then they began to retaliate with a variety of attacks that we've seen. You know, this is no justification for what they've done, but we have to understand how it started. Donald Trump started this cycle of escalation. If there is a war, it is Donald Trump's war.
But Barbara, wasn't Soleimani killing Americans long before they pulled out of that deal?
Yes, but, you know, the United States actually worked with the Quds Force indirectly to get rid of the Taliban in Afghanistan. The problem started when the U.S. invaded Iraq in 2003, and when people like John Bolton said Iran should take a number, implying that Iran's regime would be next to fall. Then the Quds Force became the enemy of the United States, and then they began to support groups in Iraq that killed Americans. You have to know the history. This is not one-sided.
Barbara, 10 seconds here. Who are the biggest losers?
Biggest losers, people of the Middle East, people of Iran, people of Iraq, people of Lebanon. They were beginning to push back against some of these policies. And now the subject will be changed to the United States and what the United States has done.
All right, Barbara Slavin, thank you.